Shabi, Syed, what happened? Okay. So now the next chapter that we are going to start, that is away from your prime president, and we have the prime minister. Now, what big difference that we can write? What is the big difference? We say he is the real executive. Do you understand the meaning of the real executive? Unlike the president, it is the prime minister who don't open the book. Nothing. Unlike the president, it is the prime minister who undertakes all the workings of the parliament. In fact, he is a person who, I can say the word, is the real actor, or he is the real player. Why is the given the word real player? Because very simple. Very simple. What is it? He is the person who is directly elected, correct? He is the person who is directly responsible to whom? To the people. Can I put the responsibility on the shoulders of President of India? Why not? Because for his elections also, you and me are not a part and parcel of that. But then Prime Minister is not so. He is like any other ordinary MP. But the main question that I always ask, I said, who is the Prime Minister? What is your answer? Who is the Prime Minister? He is the leader. She has written everything. Good girl. Come on, Shruti again.
He is the leader of majority party which has
won the recent Lok Sabha elections. Can I say the same thing to who is the president? No, he is not the any leader. So we say very simple, he is the what? This is the question, correct? And the answer is the leader of which party? The majority party. Which has won which election? The recent Lok Sabha election. Now, is the leader elected before the election or after the election? Generally, before the election, बोलते हैं, but कुछ parties disclose नहीं करता. I mean, if I tell you what was BJP last duration, and this duration has become more powerful. I don't know. Many people say Modi himself is a single brand ambassador for which party? बस मोदी का चेहरे से पब्लिक वोट लेता है. Is it true? So maybe for the next coming election also they will put up who is the prime minister candidate. Modi. Election होने के बाद से तो मोदी को बोलेंगे, मोदी बोलेगा नहीं, I am not well, I am having extra excuse. Maybe some other person, but at least he is very popular. देखो, besides Modi, there are other ministers in BJP. Modi has raised the status like anything. I mean, in your own class also there are good students, like she was saying that girl has scored 45. She can be the leader, but she is not popular. Studies में अच्छा है, but other qualities. So when I see the Prime Minister, it is his all-round personality. What is all-round personality? He has to maintain his own team. Team, we call it as COM. What is COM? Council of Ministers. And to keep minister always happy, it's not so easy. In fact, he is the person who controls them. He is the person who coordinates them. He is the person who supervises them. But do you think Prime Minister can be behind every COM? You are not a student. You are an elected minister for the country. So the most important task for the Prime Minister, according to me, I said it will be something called as portfolio distribution. What is the meaning of the portfolio? Any idea? It is a distribution of the subjects, like I can say defense ministry. Understand what is defense? And it's a home ministry. I can say finance ministry, etc. So it is the Prime Minister who knows personally the qualities of whom? His team. Because now there is a cricket match to be played. It is a captain who knows कौन सा player को कौन सा जगह पर खड़ा करने का. Which player is a good bowler? Which player is a good batsman? If he sends the bowler to the batsman category and sends the batsman to the bowler category, will he win the match? He will lose utterly. So that's why we say he is the team captain. Who is the captain? The Prime Minister. But then, even one minister does a small mistake. And you know, our oppositions are beautiful. Beautiful in what sense? They will try to catch that only first. In fact, we say a popular word, not a word, we say a line, that opposition is like a watchdog. You understand the meaning of a watchdog? They are just waiting for a chance to bite whom? The Prime Minister. So normally we say the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. I'm using Prime Minister and Council of Ministers either say, what I can say, or sing together. You understand the meaning of sing together? अगर डूबेगा तो भी साथ में ही डूबेगा. और डूबने वाला प्रोसेस को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? No constant motion. So we always believe that we are all a team. So what's the team like this? We have UP branches in Vashi to Panvel. Is we give any special treatment to Vashi? Are we giving any step treatment to Panvel? All the UP are same. In fact, we are a team. And then the director of the Universal Tutors is like a captain. He knows which teacher where in which subject and everything. So it's the Prime Minister who is controlling. It is the Prime Minister who is the real actor. It is the Prime Minister who is the brand ambassador. Ambassador for whom? So wherever he goes, he carries what? The entire India with him. It is either he or she represents this is India. Did we not see the recent visits of the Prime Minister where he went to Germany, correct? He went to Denmark and other France. The popularity that this man was commanding and demanding was very high. But then when he comes back to India, then the opposition keeps shouting. Opposition ka gaali hui. So we always believe the Prime Minister is an important keystone. Into which building? A constitutional power. into the Parliament of India. The entire Lok Sabha, or in fact majority members of the Lok Sabha are with whom? The Prime Minister. देखो leader बोलने से काम नहीं चलेगा. What you need to do? You need to show the leadership qualities also. It's like you always battle with your parents. Kya dad, I will take care of the house. Maybe Shruti says, mother, come on now, I can be. But then you have to prove your place. Understand what is prove your place? Similarly, the Prime Minister has proved his work. That's why party has given such recognition to him. Do you think any XYZ fellow को उठा के party Prime Minister बनाएगा? क्यों नहीं बनाएगा? Party में next 50 साल तक रहने दो. So then we say Prime Minister is one of the important executive heads who is controlling the entire country. Because in a country like India where there are so many states, correct? So many languages, so many religions. And let me to be very frank with you, it's not so easy to be the Prime Minister of such a country. Why? If he takes one community or one religion, the other community stands away. He has to take care of everyone. Because before the election, he might have told something. But once he gets elected, he becomes impartial. What is impartial? He goes to a religious function of his own, even to the other community. He cannot say that I am belonging to this religion, I will not come to your function. No, he must. When he becomes the Prime Minister, he is not Prime Minister of one or two. He is the Prime Minister of entire country. So copy down all this in a notebook. Let's start the explanation more quick. And then we get into the chapter quickly. This chapter is far interesting. I was checking some videos for the Prime Minister. Let me see it again. So I get some good videos. You can see that also, like that of the President. Let me see, is this video good? I'm just playing all the time. I'll start reading the volume, Shruti. Let's see. Pick up what is the page number? Come on. Underlining is more powerful. Carry on. Underline President.
President of India is the constitution.
Wait. Before she reads it, look here. I think there's a very short video that will be perfect for you or to understand.
The President of India is the constitutional executive head. The real head of the government is the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. All decisions are taken in the name of the President, but the President cannot act on his own. According to the Constitution, the President can only act on aid and advice of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. The President appoints the Prime Minister, and on advice of the Prime Minister, the President appoints the Council of Ministers. As per convention, the leader of the majority party in the legislature is invited by the President to form the government. In case there is no single largest party, the leader of coalition is appointed as the Prime Minister. Basically, the President should appoint a person who is in position to win the confidence of the majority in that house. The Prime Minister enjoys a central position to the Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers enjoy office during the pleasure of the President. Let's talk about the Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers has ministers of different ranks. These ranks are not specified in the Constitution, but rather done informally following the English practice. There are three ranks of Council of Ministers: Cabinet Ministers, Ministers of State, and Deputy Ministers.
Remember this we have already discussed. The first minister is the cabinet, second is MOS, and third is deputy. Deputy do not have any job. They either assist these people or they assist cabinet. Ministers of state, there is no portfolio. अगर prime minister को लगा तो वो create करेगा. So who is most important people? They are the people who are very much close to whom? To the prime minister. Let's see.
Cabinet ministers is an informal body of senior ministers who form the inner circles of the Council of Ministers. A cabinet minister leads a ministry. Ministers of state are an outer circle. Ministers of state are of two kinds. Ministers of state with an independent charge have charge of a ministry. A minister of state with an independent charge is a junior minister who does not report to a cabinet minister. A minister of state without an independent charge is a junior minister who reports to a cabinet minister. A minister of state is usually given a specific responsibility in that ministry. Then we have the deputy minister. Deputy ministers are those ministers who have not been given an independent charge of the ministry. Deputy ministers assist ministers of state or cabinet ministers.
Now do one thing. Draw this exact three circle. Innermost is very important, cabinet. Outermost is MOS, and the most outer is the deputy. The deputy are not important. Either they have any portfolios or they do not have. Done? All the three? So who is the most important ministers? And who is the next important? MOS. And the last one? Deputy. They may or they may not. Done? Just listen to this.
They don't take part in any cabinet deliberations. Council of Ministers hardly meets as a body. It is the cabinet which meets as and when summoned by the Prime Minister.
Body means what? All the three will not meet. It's only this body, which is that, and it is meeting whom? In fact, now the deputy minister, the finance minister, home ministry are away. They are all cabinet only. They are very important and they are very close to whom? To the prime minister.
Cabinet ministers attend cabinet meetings of their own right. Ministers of state only attend meetings on invitation. In order to limit the size of a ministry, the Constitution of India has been amended in 2004. According to the 91st Amendment to the Constitution in 2004, the total number of ministers of the Council of Ministers, including the Prime Minister, should not exceed 15% of the total members of the Lok Sabha. The same law applies to the state legislatures also. A minister must be a member of either house of the parliament. A person who is not a member of either house of the parliament can be appointed as a minister, but he cannot continue as a minister for more than 6 months.
Did I give an example of this kind of minister? He is neither an Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha. Who is he? मैंने बोला भी है, he is our external affairs minister. What's his name? You write down S. Jaishankar. You write down in your notebook. S. Jaishankar, the present external affairs minister. Wait, I'll make. So wait. S. Jaishankar. The present external affairs minister. The present EAM. You write full form, external affairs minister was appointed by PM despite वो नहीं थे. He was not a member of either Lok Sabha or but once he is elected within 6 months he has to either LS or मतलब वो नहीं था, but Prime Minister Modi had great confidence on this fellow and he is doing great work also. Right on this point. But once appointed, within 6 months, he has to prove his membership by getting elected. वो समझ गया ना? या तो लोकसभा के लिए या तो राज्यसभा के लिए. अगर नहीं हुआ तो फिर उसको उधर से रिजाइन करने बोल देंगे. He cannot be a minister there. So I'll show his stature. He is a very important fellow and is doing extraordinary good works to the government.
Unless he becomes a member of either house of the parliament. That may be by election or nomination. Council of Ministers or the ministry as a body.
ये लिखना. You write COM. अच्छा पहले ये complete. COM is collective and individual responsible. COM means name. पता है ना? आगे आइकन डालो and then write both collectively and individually responsible. 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 Underline collective and individual.
Is collectively responsible to the legislature. The ministers are also individually responsible to the executive head, that is the president. We learn
जहाँ कलेक्टिव लिखा उधर लिखो लेजिस्लेचर, जहाँ इंडिविजुअल लिखा you write president. To the president and to the legislature. Okay?
learn about the collective and individual responsibility in the next video.
At least you got a grip now. What is the Prime Minister all about? Now, if you want to understand the Prime Minister's office, I think let me show you.
हमारे देश के मोस्ट पावरफुल पर्सन की बात करें तो वो है प्राइम मिनिस्टर, बिकॉज वो हमारे देश के एग्जीक्यूटिव डिपार्टमेंट के हेड होते हैं और वही सारी सरकार चलाते हैं। लेकिन सिर्फ पीएम अकेले ही थोड़ी इतनी सारी चीजें देख सकते हैं, उसके लिए होती है काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स। तो हेलो गाइस, आप देख रहे हैं बेसिक ज्ञान और इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की मंत्रिमंडल कंपोजिशन और रोल एंड अथॉरिटी और जुडिशरी, लेजिस्लेटिव और जुडिशरी पे हम अपनी पिछली वीडियोस में बात कर चुके हैं। गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी बनाने से लेकर उसको आम लोगों में लागू सारी जिम्मेदारी, जितने भी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डिपार्टमेंट्स की हम बात करते हैं सारे एग्जीक्यूटिव के अंडर ही आते हैं। इसलिए एक तरीके से हम ये कह सकते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट का सबसे पावरफुल ऑर्गन एग्जीक्यूटिव होता है। इसीलिए एग्जीक्यूटिव के लिए गवर्नमेंट वर्ड इंटरचेंजेबली यूज किया जाता है। गवर्नमेंट के दूसरे ऑर्गन्स जैसे लेजिस्लेटिव, इसमें आते हैं सारे एमपीज, और जुडिशरी, इसमें आते हैं सारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस, वो एग्जीक्यूटिव पे चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस लगाने के लिए होते हैं। यानी ये ध्यान रखने के लिए होते हैं कि एग्जीक्यूटिव अपना काम करने में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का उल्लंघन ना करे और देश हित और लोगों की भलाई के लिए काम करे। एग्जीक्यूटिव में जो सबसे सुप्रीम अथॉरिटी आती है वो है सीओएम, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स। जब भी हम स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की बात करते हैं उसमें होती है स्टेट काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, और जब हम सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की बात करते हैं उसमें होती है सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स या यूनियन काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स। इस वीडियो में हम सेंट्रल काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के लिए डायरेक्ट काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स का यूज करेंगे। काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स हमारे देश के एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम की सबसे हाईएस्ट डिसीजन मेकिंग अथॉरिटी होती है। यानी सभी आईएएस, आईपीएस, आईएफएस और सभी टाइप की सेंट्रल सिविल सर्विसेज और सारी मिलिट्री और पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस इन्हीं के अंडर आती हैं। यानी हमारे देश में जितनी भी पॉलिसीज बनती हैं सेंट्रल लेवल पे, उन सभी पे फाइनल डिसीजंस काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स ही लेते हैं। हमारे देश के प्रेसिडेंट देश के अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट्स के हेड्स की जो अपॉइंटमेंट करते हैं वो सभी काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के अकॉर्डिंग ही की जाती है। तो हम ये कह सकते हैं एक्चुअल गवर्नमेंट और सरकार को जो चलाते हैं वो है काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स यानी मंत्रिमंडल। काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स को अपनी सारी पावर्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में दिए गए आर्टिकल 74 और आर्टिकल 75 से मिलती हैं, जिसके अकॉर्डिंग काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ लोकसभा की सीट के 15% से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती। नेक्स्ट अब बात करते हैं काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की अपॉइंटमेंट कैसे होती है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर हमेशा प्रेसिडेंट द्वारा अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं। काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के बाकी सारे मिनिस्टर्स प्रेसिडेंट द्वारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर की एडवाइस के अकॉर्डिंग अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं।
Who can plot all the
इसका
ministers?
मतलब ये है कि प्रेसिडेंट सिर्फ मिनिस्टर्स के बाकी सारे मिनिस्टर्स,
Where is S Jaishankar? Anybody can show? At least कौन मिनिस्टर से बोल सकता है इसमें? एक भी मिनिस्टर नहीं। This is who? Our defense minister, Rajnath Singh, and he's our home minister, Amit Shah. Amit Shah को तो पहचानता है? He's our EAM S Jaishankar, and she's our Nirmala Sitharaman. वो कौन है? Finance minister. और ये कौन है? He's a transport minister. He's from Maharashtra. What's his name? Mr. Adik or something. And I don't recognize him. This is Ramvilas Paswan. He's no more. He's died. वो इनको नहीं पहचानता। He was a MOS, Minister of State. But इसको अभी government expansion में government मोदी removed him. And she's that Punjab minister. वो जब farm laws लेकर आया याद है? तो she only resigned. हमको नहीं चाहिए कैसे। And इनका नाम Mr. JP Nadda, I think he is from Jharkhand, and she सब लोग को मालूम है। What is that name? She defeated Rahul Gandhi ना in Amethi. Yeah, TV में भी तो एक्ट्रेस का काम कर चुकी है। He is नहीं हेमा मालिनी तो नॉमिनेटेड MP है। I'll tell a name. So this fellow was our Dr. Harshvardhan. याद है अपना कोविड का टाइम यही बहुत हमारा हेल्थ मिनिस्टर था. अभी he is also removed. He is from Maharashtra. I'll tell his name. He is our railway minister. He is our I think deputy कुछ है. So these are his council of ministers. Are you seeing? He is from Maharashtra. Mr. वो कौन है? हमेशा jokes मारता रहता मराठी में. He is a very popular fellow from Maharashtra. Are you understanding? So this is his council of ministers. Are you seeing? हाँ मतलब इधर वो लोग ने ऐसा दिखाया है, but there may be more, right?
प्रेसिडेंट द्वारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर की एडवाइस के अकॉर्डिंग अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं. इसका मतलब ये है कि प्रेसिडेंट सिर्फ उसी को मिनिस्टर अपॉइंट कर सकते हैं जिसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर चाहेंगे. यूजुअली एमपीज लोकसभा या राज्यसभा के मेंबर्स को ही मिनिस्टर बनाया जाता है, लेकिन प्राइम मिनिस्टर किसी और को भी रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं जो एमपी ना हो. लेकिन मिनिस्टर बनने के बाद 6 महीने के अंदर अंदर उन्हें एमपी बनना पड़ता है, नहीं तो उन्हें मिनिस्टर के पद से हटा दिया जाएगा. नेक्स्ट अब बात करते हैं काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की. काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की 2 टाइप की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है, कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और इंडिविजुअल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. प्रधानमंत्री समेत सभी काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है लोकसभा के आगे. काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स जो भी काम करते हैं उसके लिए उन्हें लोकसभा में जवाब देना पड़ता है. ऐसा इसलिए होता है क्योंकि लोकसभा के पास ये पावर है कि अगर वो मेंबर्स ऑफ लोकसभा की वोटिंग करके मेजॉरिटी लेकर अगर काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के खिलाफ नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन पास करते तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर को सभी मिनिस्टर समेत रिजाइन करना पड़ता है. काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में ये चीज भी आती है कि कैबिनेट में लिए गए सारे डिसीजंस इंडिविजुअली एक मंत्री के नहीं माने जाते, वो सभी मंत्रियों के मिला के डिसीजन माना जाता है. इसीलिए सभी मंत्रियों को कैबिनेट मीटिंग्स के बाद हमेशा गवर्नमेंट के लिए सभी डिसीजन को सपोर्ट करना पड़ता है. अगर कोई मिनिस्टर कैबिनेट के किसी डिसीजन से डिसएग्री करता है तो उन्हें अपने मिनिस्टर पद से इस्तीफा देना पड़ता है. इस चीज को हम प्रैक्टिकली भी नोटिस करते हैं कि कभी भी ऐसा नहीं होता कि गवर्नमेंट का कोई मिनिस्टर गवर्नमेंट के किसी भी डिसीजन पे एक भी नेगेटिव पॉइंट बोले. इसका एग्जांपल हम रिसेंट टाइम से भी ले सकते हैं कि कैसे एक्स कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर हरसिमरत कौर बादल, जिनको फूड एंड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्ट्री मिली हुई थी, उन्होंने फार्म बेस के ऊपर कैबिनेट में अपने डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन की वजह से सितंबर 2020 में उन्हें अपने मंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दिया. इसके अलावा हर एक मिनिस्टर की इंडिविजुअल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है प्राइम मिनिस्टर के सामने. वही प्राइम मिनिस्टर की एडवाइस से ही उन्हें अपॉइंट किया गया.
You make this free structure in your notebook. This is easy for you to remember. Responsibility डालो, ऊपर डालो CEO, responsibility collective and individual. Collective is to the Lok Sabha, individual is to the Prime Minister. अच्छा रहेगा, so that easy for you to mark up the answer.
के कहने पर उन्हें कभी भी अपने पद से डिसमिस किया जा सकता है. नेक्स्ट, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के कंपोजिशन की बात करें तो इसमें 3 कैटेगरी के मिनिस्टर्स आते हैं, कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टेट एंड डेप्यूटी मिनिस्टर्स. कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स, कैबिनेट में टोटल 20 से 25 मेंबर्स होते हैं. ये रैंक वाइज प्राइम मिनिस्टर के बाद सबसे ऊपर आते हैं. इनके पास सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट मिनिस्ट्रीज आती हैं, जैसे होम, डिफेंस, एजुकेशन, फाइनेंस, एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स एक्सेट्रा. अभी प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट की कैबिनेट में प्राइम मिनिस्टर को मिला के टोटल 22 मेंबर्स हैं. प्राइम मिनिस्टर जिस भी मीटिंग में बैठते हैं बाय डिफॉल्ट उस मीटिंग के हेड बन जाते हैं. कैबिनेट की मीटिंग में वो कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स के हेड होते हैं और काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की मीटिंग में पूरी काउंसिल के हेड होते हैं. अभी प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट में कैबिनेट के इंपॉर्टेंट मेंबर्स हैं होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह, फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमण, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर राजनाथ सिंह, एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर, एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर रमेश पोखरियाल.
हाँ, एजुकेशन जॉब का भी ये नया सिस्टम ला रहा है ना, तो ही इज द पर्सन
रिस्पांसिबल. राजनाथ सिंह, एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर, एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर रमेश पोखरियाल, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर सुग्रीव,
ही इज द पर्सन. एस जयशंकर, सुदर्शन जयशंकर,
जयशंकर,
सुब्रमण्यम.
इसके बाद आते हैं मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ स्टेट। ये दो टाइप के हो सकते हैं, मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ स्टेट विद इंडिपेंडेंट चार्ज या सिर्फ मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ स्टेट। मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट विद इंडिपेंडेंट चार्ज,
ए भी लिख लो आप लोग। सेकंड, पहला लिखने का काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर, फर्स्ट लिखने का कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर। You write COM, first you write cabinet ministers. Very close to the prime minister are those ministers who are very close to the prime minister and holds important portfolios. Very close to the prime minister and holds very important portfolios. You know the spelling of portfolios? Portfolios. Like defense. Portfolios hyphen also like defense, finance, home ministry, etc. Second, you write MOS. Recommended ministers of state, and उसको ऐसा दो डिवीजन बना। कुछ लोगों को इंडिपेंडेंट चार्जेस रहते हैं, कुछ लोगों को चार्जेस नहीं रहते, वो तो सिर्फ एमओएस के रूप में रहते हैं बस। Ministers of state, on one side they are having independent charges, on other side no charges. Done? We'll finish this chapter.
आज वो मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं जिनके पास किसी मिनिस्ट्री का इंडिपेंडेंट चार्ज होता है, यानी उनको किसी कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर को रिपोर्ट नहीं करना होता, सीधा प्राइम मिनिस्टर को रिपोर्ट करना होता है। और इसके अलावा मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट को कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर के अंदर आने वाली मिनिस्ट्री में शामिल किया जाता है उनको असिस्ट करने के लिए। जैसे निर्मला सीतारमण हमारे देश की फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर हैं और अनुराग ठाकुर मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट हैं, जिन्हें फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री दी गई निर्मला सीतारमण को असिस्ट करने के लिए।
Now he is independent.
ये हायरार्की वाइज मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट के अंदर आते हैं। इन्हें किसी भी मिनिस्ट्री का इंडिपेंडेंट चार्ज नहीं दिया जाता। इन्हें कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टेट को असिस्ट करने के लिए काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स में शामिल किया जाता है।
You write deputy ministers. Ministers with no independent charges. Ministers with no independent charges of their own or portfolios of their own. They either report, next one, they either report to MOS or to cabinet ministers. They either report to MOS or to cabinet ministers. Are you getting it? Are you समझ में आया? So how many departments we have it under Council of Ministers? What are they?
Cabinet minister,
Deputy minister. Who is most important? Who is least important? And who is in between? MOS. अभी समझ में आया? हाँ, चलो।
अब बात करते हैं काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के रोल एंड अथॉरिटी की। देश में हर एक चीज जैसे एजुकेशन, मेडिकेशन, सिक्योरिटी एक्सेट्रा से जुड़े कामों को अलग अलग मिनिस्ट्रीज में कैटेगराइज किया गया है। हर गवर्नमेंट में अराउंड 60 to 70 मिनिस्टर्स बनाए जाते हैं। रैंक के अकॉर्डिंग इन्हें मिनिस्ट्रीज असाइन की जाती है, जिनको फिर ये मिनिस्टर्स सुपरवाइज करते हैं। डिसीजन लेने की अथॉरिटी हायरार्की वाइज डिसाइड होती है। इसको हम इस सिंपल डायग्राम से समझ सकते हैं। जो सबसे ज्यादा सेंटर के पास होगा वो मोस्ट पावरफुल होगा। काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स में सुप्रीम अथॉरिटी होती है प्राइम मिनिस्टर यानी प्रधानमंत्री के पास, क्योंकि सारे काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स इन्हीं को रिपोर्ट करते हैं और किसी भी मिनिस्ट्री का किसी भी चीज पे फाइनल डिसीजन हमेशा प्राइम मिनिस्टर का माना जाता है। उस डिसीजन में वो कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर की कोई बात माने या ना माने वो उनकी मर्जी होती है। उसके बाद हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी होती है कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स के पास। जिस कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर को जो मिनिस्ट्री मिली है उनकी अथॉरिटी उसी मिनिस्ट्री में होती है। उसके बाद हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी होती है मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट के पास, और उसके बाद डेप्यूटी मिनिस्टर के पास।
So you put the heading and draw the circle. Are you able to understand? Most important is he. Next is this person. Next is this and next is this. और ये पूरा बॉक्स को ऊपर क्या लिखेंगे? इधर लिख लो, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स। पूरा बॉक्स के अंदर लगा रहे हैं। ये पैसा से पूरा चैप्टर क्लियर हो जाएगा ना? Come. Let's read from the volume. Still, you have any queries? Is this entire chapter absolutely clear?
Yes.
Okay. What was the heading we have to understand now?
Position of powers of the Prime Minister.
Please read.
Prime Minister is the real head of the nation.
Underline only the real head.
He is the head of the government and answerable to the people of the country.
Underline head of the government. And underline the word answerable.
Prime Minister and the President. The President is the nominal head and the Prime Minister is the real executive of the Indian Union.
Indian Navy.
Union.
Achha. Suddenly Navy translation.
It is on the advice of the Prime Minister that the President summons and
Summons and produce. Summons means calling him. Produce means making them to wait.
produce the Parliament and dissolves the Lok Sabha.
Underline the word dissolves the Lok Sabha.
The Prime Minister chooses the President and on his advice the President appoints him. The ministers may be dismissed on the advice of the Presidency.
Underline dismiss. You understand what is dismissed? Also, they are appointed for 5 years of term, but they can be removed before that 5 years also. Carry on.
He advised the President on various appointments to important posts, such as the Judge of the Supreme Court.
Yes, a read it in the bracket and also. How much more pages are there? You give it to me. I'll read it. That's why I can't do So now we are the Prime Minister and the President, correct? The President is the, did you underline? Yeah. The President is the nominal head and Prime Minister is the real executive. Did you see so? Where are you reading? And the Cabinet. The Prime Minister is the, circle the word, head of the Cabinet. It is a Prime Minister who allocates. What is the other meaning of the word allocates? Allots, or we can say gives, gives different departments to the portfolios to the minister. About the portfolios. The Prime Minister underline coordinates the working of various departments. What is the meaning of the word coordinate? Now, Defense Minister is separate, correct? And who is also separate? Is also separate. Now, Defense Minister needs more money for buying some new airplanes. So he will talk to whom? Prime Minister. Sorry. He will talk to the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister will talk to whom? To the Finance Minister. Okay, last year we had given 3,000 crores of budget, but this year we have to give you 5,000. But Finance Minister will say, "Kyun? Abhi 2,000 crore kyun zyada hai?" So who has conveyed the message to whom? The Defense Minister has conveyed the message to the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister will convey the same message to the Finance Minister. Abhi samajh mein aaya? Coordinate कर रहा है. They will talk directly, but अभी जैसे आप अभी निर्मला सीतारमण है और ये भैया कौन है भाई? Defense Minister. अभी आप ये आके डायरेक्टली पूछ रहा मैडम वो क्या है ना, हमको 2,000 करोड़ एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए. आप श्रुति को क्यों, मैं क्यों दूं तुझे? But if I as the Prime Minister come and say, Shruti, वो क्या है ना, इसको जरा नया aeroplanes लेना है, so Shruti will say, okay sir, मैं consider करती हूँ. But when he directly communicate, will you accept? You may or may not accept. फिर ये बोलेगा मैं क्यों जाके बात करूँ? ये मेरा काम नहीं. आपको Prime Minister के थ्रू जाना पड़ेगा. Correct? The Prime Minister is a who resigns, implies means the entire cabinet has to resign. मतलब there are people who doesn't want to resign from the post for long time. What does it mean? एक बार Prime Minister resign किया, by hook or crook all the ministry has to come down. The Prime Minister has the power to choose underline the ministers and dismiss them too. Abhi, let she read. I will turn on the TV.
Prime Minister inside the Parliament.
Okay.
Prime Minister acts as the leader of the Lok Sabha. Prime Minister acts as the chief spokesman of the.
Underline chief spokesman. If you don't understand what is a spokesman means, you see everyday news channels or news brief. The person who is appointed, he or she only will speak. Jaysa, there is one person, I'll tell his name. He only gives all the details about BJP party. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई भी मुंह उठा के आगे प्रेस को बात नहीं कर सकता. Okay, official spokesperson. Next.
The Prime Minister defends the government regarding the policy issues.
Underline. Next.
Prime Minister ends the controversial issues by
Are you tired? Give the books to me.
No, give.
Give to me.
The Prime Minister has the conference issued by his intervention.
What is that intervention? Who is intervening? Prime Minister. Can both the minister fight on their own? No. Always a Prime Minister will be in between. Next.
Prime Minister as the leader of the nation. He represents the nation during a national crisis like war.
Oh yeah, national crisis.
National crisis like war.
Underline that word crisis and put all that into bracket. No need to read. Go ahead. Next point.
Prime Minister tries to protect the individual of the country in international.
Underline international forums. He is not like Rahul Gandhi. London में जाके इंडिया के बारे में कुछ भी बोलता है ना? Next.
The Prime Minister decides what kind of relation India would
have. जाने दो उधर को foreign relations. पूरा point को कट करके रखने का India decides foreign relations. Next. खत्म. Let us end this chapter and when we are meeting in the next. Okay.
Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers consists of all categories of ministers. The mentioned below.
Now we have already discussed all this, correct, in the video as well as audio. Only you will read. If you have a doubt, I'll explain.
Cabinet ministers. They are the most important members of Council of Ministers. They hold important
portfolios. My boy, I will give you one.
Portfolios like home, defense,
finance. bracket में डाल दो. ये सब नहीं करने की जरूरत नहीं. देखा श्रुति is quick.
They are second category of ministers. They may or may not hold an independent.
Underline may or may not.
May or may not hold a charge of
Independent charge.
Next.
Deputy minister. They are the third category of the minister who assists the cabinet minister and the council of ministers.
Next.
Appointment of ministers. Article 75 of Constitution states that the Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President and the.
Only underline Article 74 and underline appointed by the President. बस उसके आगे कुछ नहीं. Directly go to the next part.
Appointment of the cabinet. The Prime Minister selects his senior and trustworthy colleagues and advises the President to appoint them as cabinet minister.
Underline trustworthy. What is trustworthy? Very close to him.
The
President then appoints them as minister as per the advice of the Prime Minister. Formation of cabinet. Cabinet is composed of a small important body of senior leader of the party who are included in the Council of Ministers.
Underline only the senior. Next.
They hold important portfolios and decide major policies of the government.
Only underline the word major policies.
they being trusted man of the
He's
Prime
killing the
Minister.
civics into penalty. So where is he? They being trusted men of the Prime Minister. Only underline the word trusted men. Cabinet is the pivot. Pivot to the main center. The cabinet takes underline important decisions. Tenure of the office, you write during the pleasure of the president. But the president was the general. If the Lok Sabha passes, underline no confidence. Council of Ministers have to resign collectively. Functions, put number 1, formulates domestic and external policies. Point number 2, implementation of policies. Point number 3, coordinates and functions various. Out of the 3, any point you want me to explain? Any point? Confirm, check. And civics is not to be learned, it's only understood, and you can write on your own. Maybe आगे जाकर politics में घुस जाने का, क्या है? नहीं चाहिए? Oh my God, we will learn money like anything. But उधर तक घुसने के लिए अपना निकल जाएगा. Next, legislative, they include open bracket, introduction of bills. अभी ये पूरा मैं bracket में डालता हूँ. You tell me which one you want to explain. Legislative functions. Any part.
President's special address.
Special address मतलब whenever the first Lok Sabha session, president will be the dignitary.
So what they mean by amendments to the constitution?
Changes. Did we not discuss? Whenever changes is needed, they can bring in. Parliament के अंदर ला सकता है. जैसा भी voting age का किया, marriage age का किया, amendments का बोले को changes. Changes in some part of the constitution, not the whole, but some part of the constitution. Shall we? And when I use the word financial, look at that. I'll read it here. Where is it? These functions includes budget, finances, government, and introduction of money bills. I think I might have told money bills somewhere here. Is it? The next, emergency. It recommends the president to proclaim. Proclaim the political declare. It is declare. Now let us go to the collective and individual responsibility. This is the last part of the chapter. Go. That's one. So now I am discussing collective. Under article underline 75 part 3 shall be collectively. जब आप एग्जाम में लिखिएगा ना exactly लिखने का 75 डाल के ब्रैकेट में 3. How do you read? Article 75 part 3. Say it again. हाँ क्या बोलता है कि all the ministers are responsible in which manner? Collective manner. The collective responsibilities means implies that you can write means. The decision taken in the meetings are underlined equally applicable to all. Ministers jointly share the responsibility. Vote of no confidence against one minister, the whole ministry has to resign. Now read this 3 point and tell me. आराम से read लो. You have good time. अभी मेरा reading से पूरा चैप्टर 5 मिनट बंद है ना? ना आपको पढ़ते रहेगा. श्रुति ने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा ना, वोट ऑफ नो कॉन्फिडेंस. हम बैक पैक करने का और वो देखने का है ना. It is for Modi only. A short video. Shall we go? Detail? Eyes and nose? Okay, very good. What is the I stands for?
Yes.
And what does nose stand for? No. Eyes means how many people say yes, confidence motion has to be passed. Yes. And nose, many people say no, it need not to be passed. It's a wonderful one, you should watch it. The ministers are underlined, individually responsible to the president. That is, they hold office during the pleasure of the president. Each minister underlined answerable to the parliament. and it is obligatory, तो लिखो compulsory for him to answer all the question. वो ये नहीं बोलेगा ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं दूंगा, वो क्वेश्चन मुझे आता नहीं है, आउट ऑफ सिलेबस नहीं बोल सकता, ठीक है. You put a star mark between Council of Ministers and Cabinet. Now you run through any part and check with me 3 questions if you want to discuss. Go to the last page worksheet, page number 207 is there.
2011.
How many questions are there? Check any question you want me to give answers. Check. If not, you can pack your bags and let's see the wonderful Prime Minister Modi ka no confidence motion. Any other question you want me to discuss?
How is the Prime Minister a link between cabinet and?
He coordinates cabinet and
Yes.
whatever. अच्छा ये answer मैं देता हूँ. Whatever the cabinet minister has to speak, they has to speak through the Prime Minister. And similarly, whatever president wants to tell to them, he will not tell to the cabinet minister. He will tell it to Prime Minister. So in these lines, he is a link between president and cabinet ministers. Okay. ये पूरा solve कर लेना. Next time we'll start with history only. So she was the speaker when that was. She was Mrs. Sumitra Mahajan. Listen to it. You'll love it.
No, he will only get some elected votes to their seat and then only they will. Yes, not like this. Yes, you will get.
I was like sitting in a great blockbuster Bollywood movie. Madam, what an action, madam. The times of Ramayana, Bharat, Mahabharata, everything. Anytime.
When the voting starts, you should watch that. Against whom? How tense this Modi and this is that minister and ये भी अभी भी है ना Mr. Tomar. He's agriculture minister now. Voting शुरू हो रहा है. There is a lady who is sitting below the speaker. She will explain how the voting machine has to be used.
अब याद करोगे 11 बजे
अभी क्या 11 बजे? This lady, have you seen this lady? She will explain how to use the machine. ये मैं लाइव देख रहा था. I was sitting in my fish market.
expresses its want of confidence in the Council of Ministers.
And now she said,
Those in favor may say aye. Those against may say no. I tell them no have it, no have it. Now, yes. Now division. Yes.
she is the correct lady who's explaining. And the machines start voting. So the voting machines.
आप पूरा बताना चाहेंगे आके बंद करो फिर बंद करो she wants to give all the instruction again वैसे सब लोग जानते हैं इस वोटिंग सिस्टम को what is it
She wants to explain how to use that buzzer button.
The system from that seat only. When the Honorable Speaker says now division, the Secretary General will activate the voting button whereupon red bulbs above display boards on both sides of Honorable Speaker's chair will glow and a gong sound will be heard simultaneously. For voting, honorable members may please press the following two buttons simultaneously only after the sound of the gong. And I repeat, only after the sound of the gong. The red vote button in front of every honorable member on the headphone plate and any one of the following buttons fixed on the top of desk of seat. Eyes, green color, nose, red color, abstain, yellow color. It is essential.
I am not with either yes or no.
Both the buttons pressed till another gong is heard and the red bulbs above plasma display
These are the
are
buttons.
off. On 41st, in case vote is not registered, they may call for voting on the division.
The voting is instance. That time उसके पास full majority नहीं था ना. That was the real cause. Like today, vote is here. Look here. 325 people is against the no confidence motion and 125 people are with the confidence motion and abstain 0. Abstain मतलब everyone have voted. So there are 451 people. Correct? Now let's jump to your lectures. Okay, so you can move ahead. So we will continue with our next lectures with the new topic. Okay, so thank you and good night. Take care of your dad.